publish all of our source code online, as well as schematics. So if you have an NXT and a Vernier EKG adapter, you can build this at home as soon as you get home. All right, so I'm gonna get myself hooked up, and now I'm ready to go. So if we can jump into the software here, you can see I have this user interface. Now this is the LabVIEW graphical programming language made by National Instruments, and in this case we're using LabVIEW for LEGO Mindstorms. This is a version of an industry standard, worldwide used software made just for students to really explore uses with robotics. So if I put some scaling in place here, once we let my signals settle there a bit, we can see when I look up on the green line, up, 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 you can see how we can get a nice clean signal there. Conversely, with the red line, we can measure the difference between the left and the right. And so this is kind of a simple system, and in this case, we can actually look at the code. This is what LabVIEW code looks like. It's a graphical programming language where we connect nodes using wires. And so you can actually see where we're reading in the signal here, and then we're processing it and displaying it on our user interface. So the cool thing with this is now we can actually do almost anything we want with that signal. We have a basic up, down, left, and right. And in LabVIEW, we can port that to almost anything we want, whether that be other video games and we just want to generate keystrokes. So maybe when you're playing your video game and you want to reload, you just roll your eyes up. It can also be used for gaming. And so this is actually a game, again, written in LabVIEW, where we can play whack-a-mole with our eyes, and I'll have to restart it here. Technical difficulties seem to be the theme of the show today, so of course my game's going to be a little brief here. But you can see the basic concept of how eye control can really help. Now, my vision for the future of this is that in the future you won't have to wait for a game company to develop a system that you want to play with. Instead, you can just build your own. When you can use off-the-shelf hardware like the NXT and hardware that's available to schools like the EKG probes. This is something that can really enhance your gameplay and allow you to really create custom interfaces and interactions. Again, all of this code and the plans of how to build this are on our website at waterloolabs.com. And the last thing I want to show you is a prototype that we're working on. So obviously these electrodes on my face are a little cumbersome and a little bulky. So in the future we might mount the electrodes in a pair of goggles like this, and you can see the electrodes mounted there in the lens. And these goggles aren't quite good enough right now. I'm still getting a little too much noise, but this is a system developed in about 2 weeks, and so considering that, I think it works pretty well. So if you do have any questions, please come by our booth. We're over at FT6, and we do have another system over there that you can actually try for yourself and actually do some eye-controlled gaming. That's all I have. Thank you very much.